What is up, everybody? It is Eternal here, and today I'm doing a video on 7 Deadly Sins, and this video is going to be focused on gems, how you can get them, best ways to boost your gems up and get you saving for those summons. So I'm going to be going through a variety of different ways that you can get gems. The first way is going to be working through the story. Now, it's a pretty obvious one, but the quests that you complete throughout the story, through the chapters, you get a decent amount of gems. Now, there's some other things that you get, lots of rewards, you get some characters, etc, etc. But on top of this, if you complete all of your quests for a town, you will get 30 gems, which you can see I've acquired here. Now, you can do that from chapter 1 all the way through to 6, and 7 as well when that comes out. So, basically, you've got a lot of opportunities here for a one-time kind of collection of gems. So I do highly recommend going through and doing all of your quests because, it's nothing to sniff at. 30 gems is quite a lot, plus everything else that you get. And you need to do all these quests to, farm gear and ingredients and all that sort of stuff. So definitely worthwhile. Now, the next way is actually going to be through the achievement. So if we go to the story, we've got the quests here and challenge tasks. So there's a bunch of different things here. These I think can all potentially give gems, but achievements are another way, a one-time kind of reward way for you to get gems, among other things. So it's not just gems, but there are a lot of gems that you can receive by leveling up, for instance. So make sure you're doing all these, and quite often you'll just find yourself doing a lot of them, really without intending to, or really going out of your way to. But as you can see, there are a lot of gems, PvP related, some boss related things, but yeah, definitely worth doing. So make sure that you're doing those, because there's quite a lot of gems to be had there, like a really good amount. So work through your achievements, that's another way. Now, if we go out to the world here, the wide world. Now, if we head out here, if we go to, say, a stage here, I'm just going to pick a random stage. So, hidden nest here. Each time that you actually complete a stage for the first time, you're going to be able to get gems. Now, you can see I've done all of these here, so that's a really bad example. So, if we fly over to perhaps here, I have to find a place now that I haven't completed. So, I haven't done this hawk run, for instance, here. So, when I complete this, I will actually get 1 gem. Now, this is true for every single one of these. So, I would get a total of 4 gems from this place, from the Shadow Marsh. But if you go through every single one of these, like all of these, on each chapter, you're getting gems for the first time you complete them. So, that is a one-off way. It's not repeatable, but there's still a large amount of gems to be had. So, what I would recommend is, finishing these off whilst you're going through and doing the quests for that town. Go back to the hawk runs, whatever, that's fine. But there's quite a sizable sum of gems to be had there. Another thing, and this is, I wasn't sure if to put this as like a repeatable or one time, and this is actually going to be events. Now, depending on what event is running, sometimes you can get gems for these events. But you've got these events here, and these are actually daily. So these will be each day. These rotate, but you can actually get 2 gems here each day just by completing this. So for today, it's Awakening. So if I go and awaken some equipment, I will actually get 2 gems. And each day that rotates, so sometimes it'll be the Enhance, or the free stage clearing, or, whatever. But you can basically get 2 gems each day from here. So that's a daily way. But also events that are running sometimes, like at the moment it's the All 7 Festival, and there's a power-up event. But sometimes the events actually have gems tied into them. And remember, when you go in and actually do these events to collect the rewards, and then you'll have your growth events, things like that. Sometimes these have gems occasionally. Your exchange shops. This one actually had gems in there, 20 gems. But so the amount is going to vary from month to month, but depending on the event. But it's a good way to get gems. And just make sure you're going through and you're actually picking those up. The next way is through the Knighthood. Now, this is a daily way. So you go into your Knighthood, you check in, and basically you can, depending on the number of people that check in, you get a reward. You if you 25 people check in, I think it's 20, maybe 25, you can get a gem. So that's a total of 30 gems. So if you go into check in stroke combat class, you want to be doing this every day, by the way. You get better rewards the more people that check in, so really, really good. So here, right. So at least 20 members check in, you get a diamond. You know, you get SR chest and then UR chest. But at least 20 people you need checking in. And if your Knighthood's not doing that, you probably want to get a new Knighthood because, you know, that's 30 gems over a month, which might not sound a lot, one a day, but it does add up. There's another way to get some gems, and that is just logging in. You log in and you will get rewards. Each week you will get a total of 8 gems. You'll get 3 here and then 5 here. So each month, you're looking at a nice amount. You know, it's 32 gems for 28 days of logging in, basically, you know, a month more or less. Yeah, so you just log in and you will get rewards, you know, on top of like SSR tickets and stuff like that, but 8 gems a week as well. So that's a nice little bonus there. And then, of course, you've got your daily quests. Each day you will be given all of these quests, and I highly recommend doing these each day. But you get 2 quests, the free stage and the PvP, and these both give 1 gem, so 2 in total. So over a month, that is 60 gems you could be amassing just by logging in, doing your dailies. That's 2 temples. That's, you know, it adds up. It does really add up. And when you're doing all of these things together, you'll see your gems shooting right up. And possibly the biggest and probably the most important way to actually get gems is PvP. PvP can give you so many gems. It's really, really worth doing in this game, okay? PvP is like the main way to get gems, apart from if you're buying them. And even then, it's just so much more efficient to just be good in PvP. So if we go here, we go check out the rewards. Right. So we go to normal. And this is the one we're worried about. You want to get to at least Master, like Master 5 as a minimum, I'd say. That should be like your target. And that will give you 42 gems each week. Now, if you can manage to get up to Champion, or Champion 1, goes from 50 down in 5 to 60 up in Champion 1. That's 60 gems a week. If you can get there, you know, you're in for a good time. There's 240 gems a month. If we start going down, we see that drop quite drastically. If you're down in bronze, you're getting less than 20 gems, whereas, you know, you can be on double that at least. Just get to masters at least, you know, somewhere in here, depending on how difficult the fights are for you. And it's just tons of gems. 42 gems a week. What's that? 168 gems a month. Like, that's a lot of gems. So each month you get 168. Plus your 60 from your daily your quests, so 2 a day there, and then you log in, so it's 8 a week, so that's 32, and then Knighthood, that's another 30. So it's just, there's a lot of gems to be had, all right. And if you're doing the one time in the events as well, on top of that, really fantastic. So make sure you're going through and that you've done all of the quests to 100% each chapter. That's a really fantastic way. Actually, just working through the quests themselves, you can get gems, so there's an extra boost. And you're going through these places, and you're finishing off, you're doing the hawk runs. You might pick up another 20, 30, 40 gems, whatever there. So yeah, there are a good amount of ways to boost your gems. It's just being smart about it. Of course, if you do want to spend real money on the game, this video is mainly the free ways to get gems, but if you really do want to, I would recommend probably the purchase bundles. They seem to be the best bang for your buck, as it were. So these monthly subscriptions seem quite good. Doesn't really compare to the PvP rewards, but it's still a pretty significant boost. So if you're going to be doing that, I think there's the level up, the rank up bundles as well. They seem pretty decent. I haven't purchased any. I'm a free-to-play player, up till now at least. I don't plan on spending any money. The game gives you a decent amount of gems. I think I've worked out, if you're in Masters 5, then you're on 42 gems a week. You actually, if you're doing all of the things that I've said in this video, you end up earning about 350 gems a month. And that's before events, before any extra events that are added in. It does include the events So if we count these as events, hang on, where are we? No, back up, back up, back up. Hang on, sorry guys. So if we back up and go to the events part here, so this events part here, so this is like a daily event. I don't really consider this as a pure event, but it's events, right? So make sure you're doing these as well, because that's 60 gems a month, which is nothing to sniff at. But you get all these like events that are running. Always make sure you're checking these notices, not just for, you know, where your stamina decreases are, but also to find out what's running. You know, are there any events that I can capitalize on? You know, really, because this game is really free to play friendly. Like personally, it's like one of the best gacha games I've played, just because it's so free to play friendly. Like the gems are used for many different things. I use them for summoning basically, but I know later on you can use them for gear and things like that, which can be really crucial. But for now, it's summoning, getting stronger characters, and this video has hopefully helped you to figure out some ways that you can generate those gems to, you know, to pull those characters and summon. So yeah. Anyway, I wanted to try and keep this quite short. That is me for this video. I hope you find it useful. I hope you get all the summons. I hope you get the Escanors. I get, you know, the Gophers, everything you need. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.